What's up YouTube, ODST General back again, and today we've got another EmergeNYC video here, another update out for you guys. This is version 0.4. Now if you look at the screen on the right hand side, you can see all the changes made. They've added a rescue, added a Q siren for the rescue only, added train horn for rescue only, added an ambulance, added a PA 4000 siren for the ambulance. They added a time and weather system, new and improved UI, new and improved camera system, high-rise bar functionality, and major graphical improvements. So as soon as this is all done loading, we'll go ahead and get in here and we'll check this out. I did actually have some footage of this recorded. Unfortunately, I am not able to use that. It was live stream footage, however, Raph did not want me to release that footage, and he has since put up a thing basically saying, you know, don't record this. You know, I get where he's coming from with it being early alpha, or, you know, early, you know, pre-alpha even. A lot of people are getting confused and thinking this is the final product when it's not anywhere close. I mean, the game's probably not going to be legitimately due out until like the end of next year. I mean, that's pushing things kind of probably. I mean, you know, I know he wants to have something playable out by the end of this year, but we'll see. We are loaded up, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're just going to turn down the volume some here. So let's get into the weather system first, because that's one of the more noticeable things here. So as you can see, the entire HUD's changed. We've got a number of different weather choices to choose from right now. This is clear sky. It's not really what I call a clear sky, but you know, whatever. So, actually, you know what? I think it's partly cloudy is what it is. This is clear sky. This is actually, so I mean, it's fairly bright. You know, a lot of stuff going for it. If you like bright sunny stuff, you know. Here's mostly cloudy. Partly cloudy, which I think they got, or it's mostly clear, sorry. Looking at one, reading the other. This is mostly cloudy, so you can see, you know, it's hard to tell switching from, you know, maybe one to the next here, like when you're mostly clear, to fully clear, it's hard to see a difference, but going to like mostly cloudy, you can see a pretty big difference on it. I do see some frame rate drops on my OBS, so if you guys end up experiencing that in the final video, which I'm sure you will, I'm not sure what's causing that. I mean, the game's running fine, and I don't have any issues with the processor or anything right now, so let's go ahead and switch it to foggy. We'll take a look at that. This one's a little bit harder to notice. I mean, the fog's not really that obvious. Things do seem to become kind of hazy after a minute here. It sets in pretty slow, though. You can see it's quite dark now. I mean, the time hasn't really changed. It's still sitting right here in the middle. So the fog effect could maybe be a little bit better, but once again, you know, this isn't final. We've got a light rain here. You got heavy rain. And my personal favorite, thunderstorm. So this one's probably the heaviest rain of them all, but you've also got, you know, thunder sound effects in the background, as well as the occasional flash of lightning, you know, although that's pretty rare for that to actually occur. So let's go ahead. We're just going to take a look at the vehicles and changes made there now. So as you can see, we've got our Crown Vic, our Tiara Victor. And we're just going to switch over to our Highway Patrol skin, which means we're going to need a new light bar. So as you can see, choosing options, you no longer click left and right like you do here. You actually pick from a drop-down list, which I actually much prefer that to the alternate variant. So let's go ahead, high rise. So this actually works different than I thought it did, because I wasn't familiar with high rises. I just thought both these bars came up and just kind of lifted up and they were attached to this thing. That's not the case. They actually lift up like this. So this is still really awesome though. But yeah, that's the high rise, so that is working and in-game now. So let's go ahead. We're just going to put it on nighttime here too, so you can really appreciate all the shine and stuff here with this rain. I mean, the rain's a little bit distracting because it's like hitting midair and stopping, but yeah, other than that. So moving on here, we've got our FDNY's got our new vehicles. I can't remember if these computers were in the last build or not. But you can see that there's computers in there. I don't think they were, but I could be mistaken. This one's kind of weird, though. If you notice, it's purple. Turn here is blue. That's kind of weird. But as far as new vehicles go, Rescue 9 is our new vehicle. This is actually one of the ones I have some footage of him working on, but, you know, can't use it, so what are you going to do? And just the insane amount of cabinets on this thing. Not all of them open right now, although I'm sure that they all will be able to at some point. You got these doors in here. I mean, you got a lot of room in Rescue 9 here. A lot of room for firefighters to sit in the back. As well as, you know, additional equipment. These compartments on the inside actually open up too, which is really awesome. And not just a couple of them, all of them open up. Yeah, these ones on the back don't, though. So which one is it? This one right here goes the whole way through on both sides, so that's kind of fun. Be able to look through the apparatus. Coming around here, not much else. You got the computer on this one too. This just has the one lighting system. As you can see, we've now got all of our sirens and stuff listed right here. So let's kill that. Very, very slick looking vehicle. Oh, these hatches on top open too. I didn't even realize that. Well, that makes sense because I think what the gameplay I was watching him, these were actually open on there then. So really awesome vehicle. I still think Squad's my favorite, but that's just because of the design of it. This thing is going to be a very, very fun vehicle to use in game. And then the other side of that is EMS. We've got our ambulance. I don't, unfortunately, really know what the plans are for EMS. I mean, because they've not really talked about EMS as much as they have police and fire department. I do believe that essentially EMS will be used primarily for transport, but I'm not sure. I mean, that's just a guess. Otherwise, I mean, you know, we've got this door here and this little counter. We can just use this as an ice cream truck, so that works. There's always that option. Now, like the battalion vehicle, and I do believe some of the cop cars, this has 3-stage lighting. And we're just going to go ahead, turn the volume back up again a bit, and use that siren. Okay, so we're going to switch over to the auto modes. Alright, let's turn the volume back down. So we're just going to run the time here real quick too, just to show that off to you guys. Let's go ahead and clear things up here. So if you guys do want to watch development of the game, just check out Flip Switch Games on YouTube. He does, you know, stream other gameplay videos and stuff. in addition to streaming. However, I know he has said that he's basically going to probably quit doing that after this release here. So since this release is out, I don't know how much he'll be doing that. Let's go ahead and rotate time though, so you can see this is what a clear night looks like. You can see all the stars in the sky. It looks really cool. That's pretty abrupt right there though during that transitional scene. You can see the moon, you can see I saw the sun or something there a minute ago. Alright, and that's pretty much a wrap, guys. I mean, the only other thing I have to say is that Flip Switch Games now has a forum as well, so if you go onto the website, you can register a forum account. When you do go log into version 0.4, I did forget to mention, you will be prompted to use that forum login information. So if you do register on the forum, make sure to use the same email you pre-ordered with if you have pre-ordered this. If you haven't, then don't worry about it. You can skip through to go to the free one, or just make up a new email if you want to be on the forums. Alternatively, if you don't want to create a forum account but you've already pre-ordered, you can switch to the old login system, which will still recognize that you have pre-ordered, and you can log in that way. At any rate, guys, I think that's a video. There's one thing though I want to talk to you guys about. I have been contacted by Freedom Network. Oh, didn't mean to click out of that. I've been contacted by Freedom Network, and they've asked me to join their network here. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on that. So do you guys think that's something I should do? I should look into joining Freedom. They don't have any sort of lock-in, and they claim they can help the channel, but I've heard some pros and cons to it, so I want to know what your guys' thoughts are, since you are my community here. Maybe you guys have some experience with this sort of thing or opinion. I'd like to hear what you guys have to think. All right. At any rate, I will see you guys around for the next video.